and welcome to today's video. I hope you're all doing well. So today we're going to be talking about my favourite, most worn perfumes of the moment. I would say these are generally going to be more sort of like wintry kind of fragrances, I suppose you could say, like autumn wintry fragrances, but the ones that I've been reaching for the absolute most, and I just can't get enough of them these days. So if you're interested in hearing about those, stay tuned. Before we jump into the fragrances though, I'm really excited to be able to say that Mom Silk have sponsored the video. Now, you may remember in quite a few of my previous videos, I've worked with them before. They're a premium silk brand. They sell silk clothing, silk bedding, silk accessories, and I'm just super excited to be working with them again because I absolutely love their products. I would say my most used products of theirs are their pillowcases, but also these are some scrunchies I've had from them for quite a wee while now, and I use these mainly going to bed, so I'll just put my hair in a loose low ponytail using these, and they're just super gentle on your hair. They kind of, I always tie my hair back when I go to bed to stop my hair getting all messed up and things like that, and they're just so nice and gentle on your hair but also on your skin, and it's just such a lovely product for self-care. So this time they have kindly sent me lots of goodies, as you can see here. I'm going to open up a few of these envelopes to show you what they've sent me, but they're just such a brilliant brand. So they've sent me some more pillowcases to keep me stocked up on those, which I'm really grateful for because, like I say, they're just such fantastic products to maintain your hair health and your skin health. For example, you know, if you're using serums and night creams at night and then you sleep on something like a cotton pillowcase, cotton is very absorbent, so you can actually lose quite a lot of your skincare products on a cotton pillowcase, whereas something like silk won't be absorbing all the moisture from your face. It will be allowing your skin to retain the moisture, so therefore your skincare products work better. And same goes with your hair, so like if you're using hair oils, or even if you just want to retain the natural oils in your hair, you're better off with silk as opposed to cotton, because again, this material just helps your hair retain the natural like oil levels and things like that. So this is how they come. They're so nice to give as gifts, I feel like, because you get each product in its own little envelope, and then every individual pillowcase is wrapped like this. You just tear the tissue, and then there is the gorgeous product. So their silk is always so beautiful and thick and high quality, and I really just can't get enough of their products. I never want to go back to cotton pillowcases again. These are just fantastic. So I'm really, really grateful to them for that. They've sent me also some of these gorgeous eye masks, which I absolutely adore for taking with me on holiday. These are just a godsend. They're fantastic, and particularly for flights. So like if I want to have a nap on a flight, wearing one of these, it just makes it so much easier to kind of switch off and go to sleep. And they're, again, you've got all the positive properties, you know, of the fact that it's made of silk, so it's not going to be harsh against your delicate eye area. It's going to be nice and gentle. I've got this in quite a few colours now, so I have it in black already, and this time they've sent me it in this gorgeous pink colour. And I think I requested it in, yeah, so they sent me it because I love it so much. I basically asked for the same thing in a few different colours. That's how much I like them. So they sent me it in blue as well. It feels so comfortable. It's not too tight either, which I really like. And they just look so glamorous, I find. I really, really like them. I think they might have sent me... So this one I think is, oh yeah, so you can actually buy a silk mask that comes in its own drawstring bag, which is, again, it's really good for travel. I'll put this one back in here. This is just a plain one. But then I can also store my other two cat ones, like all in this bag, which just keeps them clean, it keeps them together, and it's just wonderful. So this is a beautiful kind of cappuccino coloured plain mask, which is just, oh, they're so gorgeous. Like the piping around the edge is just so luxurious. Just even for like car journeys, plane journeys, night times, anything like that, they're just fantastic. And then in here there's another pillowcase, which I love. And I tend to take these with me as well. So if I'm going away somewhere, I'll tend to bring my silk pillowcases with me as well, just because it's nice to have a bit of like home comfort when you go away somewhere. But yeah, they've been kind enough to sponsor the video and also provide you guys a discount code as well. So I will leave that on the screen here for you. And you can redeem, I think it's 15% off of the full order using my code that I have on the screen. Big thanks to Mom Silk for sponsoring the video. Let me know if you guys order any of their things and let me know what you think of them. I love their products and I'm sure you would love them too. So anyway, with that said, let's get started with today's fragrances. I think the first fragrance I'm going to talk about is one that I brought with me to my recent holiday to Lisbon. My husband and I went to Lisbon in Portugal, which was really exciting. I'd never been before. He had been a few times, but I hadn't ever been, so I was really excited to see this new place, and I brought a few fragrances with me. It was all travel sizes, and my husband really hated one of them. I might save that for another video. I can tell you guys which fragrance of mine he actually told me he really didn't like, and he didn't want me to wear it around him. So that's kind of funny. I'll save that for another video. But this is one, I'm pretty sure he likes this one, and this is one that I've loved for quite a long time, and I brought this one with me, and that one is Amber 114 from Histoire de Parfum. And I just absolutely love this fragrance, you guys. I feel like it's been a while since I've mentioned it on my channel. It is very much a wintry scent. It was probably back then when I last spoke about this. But basically, oh, this fragrance is just unreal, you guys. I'm pretty sure it was my subscriber Lisa who put me onto this as well. I'm pretty sure she told me about this, and I'm so glad she did because I just love this fragrance so much. So this is a very deep, like spicy, ambery fragrance, and it's got a delicious, like luxurious kind of vanilla in there as well. But it just smells so luxurious and opulent and elevated. So like, in fact, I'm gonna make this my scent of the day today because I don't have anything on. But when you first spray it, you do get a lot of those spices, and it's a really long wearing scent. So like, but it changes. So you spray it and it's quite strong, a bit punchy with the spices, the sweet kind of ambery vanilla accord. And then the longer it's on your skin, it mellows out, and then the spices kind of subside gradually, and then more of the sweetness comes through. And oh my gosh, you guys, it's just heavenly. Like, I'm trying to think of something to compare it to. Maybe, what's that one from Christian Dior? The amber one from Christian Dior. It smells like a niche, high-end, like sweet, spicy, amber vanilla kind of scent. It's just absolutely stunning. Oh my gosh, you guys, I love it so much. So anyway, I brought this with me on my holiday because it's just a really convenient travel size. I can't remember how many mils this is. It's such a brilliant little size. I think it's like 20 mil or something. And it's lasted me forever, but it's just super convenient to bring with me places. But I wore this probably more or less the whole time that we were away, apart from the one day that I wore the other fragrance that he hated. But this was the one I wore like more or less the full week we were there. And I'm gonna continue wearing it throughout the winter because it's just so festive and it's so just opulent, and it has this air of confidence about it, and it's cozy and it's comforting and it's feminine. I just love it so much. So that one is Histoire de Parfum Amber 114 that I've been absolutely loving lately. The next fragrance I've been really, really loving over the past couple of months, and I've been reaching for it probably the most, or like, I don't know, this is one of my most worn perfumes of the moment, and that one is Hypnotic Poison, the EDT version. And I just absolutely love this perfume for autumn and winter. It's the ultimate kind of cozy, gourmand, delicious perfume in my opinion. So you have your you have your tuberose in here, you have your almond, you have your vanilla, you have your sandalwood as well. There's such a gorgeous, creamy, sweet sandalwood, and the whole fragrance together reads as this like smooth, creamy, silky scent that's just all blended into one beautiful fragrance. It's just wonderful, you guys. I wasn't always a fan of this perfume. When I first tried it quite a few years ago, it made me feel a bit nauseous, and I didn't like it at all. I really picked up on that Play-Doh scent that people mention, and all I could smell was Play-Doh. I think because I had it in my head, what if it smells like Play-Doh? And then, you know, when your mind makes that kind of connection with things. So because I was expecting that, it was probably more prominent than it otherwise would have been. And then, so I kind of like disregarded it, to be honest. And then a year or so later, I just found myself thinking about it, and I was kind of like craving it for some reason. And then I smelt it again, and I really, really enjoyed it. And since then, I've never looked back. I just love this perfume so much. I feel like I'm down to about there on it. I've got about that much left. And it's definitely been one of my most worn perfumes this autumn. I suppose we're into winter now, so this winter. Oh, it's just beautiful. I love the nuttiness in here. I think there's a plum note in here as well. So there's like a kind of creamy, dry fruitiness. So if you imagine like dried fruits, roasted almonds, a smooth, delicious vanilla, creamy, sweet sandalwood, just delightful, delightful scents all coming together. That's what this is like for me. Oh, I just love it so much. This is the newer formulation, so I think it's weaker than the original one or something, but this is the one that I've had most experience with. I don't think I've ever tried the original. In fact, maybe the tester that I smelled that I found nauseating, maybe that was like the original formulation, and that was the one that was like actually too much for me. So therefore the newer one, the less intense one, is probably a bit more for me. But anyway, I love this scent so much. Let me know what you think of it. And that one is Hypnotic Poison, the EDT from Dior. My next most worn perfume, and this is just in general, so this isn't specific to autumn and winter, this is just throughout the whole year, this has been my most worn, like my go-to perfume. It's always on my perfume tray, and I'm like running quite low on it, I would say, and that's just the original Mon Guerlain. So yeah, the original Mon Guerlain, and I can't believe how far through I am with this 100ml bottle. I suppose I've had it for a few years now, but still, like, oh, I just love it so much. It's such an easygoing, versatile, chameleon kind of fragrance that would really suit any occasion, whether it's formal, whether it's casual, whether you're staying in all day, whether you're going out somewhere fancy. Really, you can wear this anywhere, in my opinion. It's just so versatile, and it's just so kind of, it has this timeless elegance about it, and it's super feminine, but it's kind of like understated as well. It's not all in your face. It's just a quietly elegant, quietly confident kind of fragrance, and I just adore it. So you have that kind of citrusy, like that orangey citrusy nature to this fragrance initially, and then the more it develops on your skin, it's just this kind of aromatic, dry, sweet kind of fragrance that's woody. You've got vanilla, you have lavender, you have a little bit of licorice in here as well, I think, and it's just an absolute delight. It's so beautifully balanced. It's very sweet, and I have read comments from you guys I think some of you find it too sweet, but I personally don't find it too sweet because I feel like with the woodiness and with the lavender in there, it kind of tempers that a little bit and it kind of balances it out. But I love this fragrance. It's probably like my most worn fragrance of all time, just because it's literally always on my perfume tray all year round. Which I can't say for that many of my fragrances. Like, I adore so many of my perfumes, but there aren't many that I can say that for, if you know what I mean. So anyway, that one is Mon Guerlain, the EDP from Guerlain. The next fragrance I've been wearing non-stop lately is Fleur des Fleurs from Une Nuit Nomade. And yeah, I've just been loving this fragrance so much. It's such a beautiful white floral perfume. I would say it's quite a mature fragrance, like in the way that it just feels quite mature to me and quite elevated, quite extravagant, quite glamorous. You have your Lang Lang in here, you have tuberose. It's powdery, it's very realistic smelling to me. It's very natural and realistic smelling as far as a white floral scent goes. It's super feminine, it's super luxurious. And there's a hint of something almost like tropical in here, and I think that might be coming from the Lang Lang. This little kind of fruity, sweet accent to it to kind of add a little bit of a playful nature. I've been wearing this kind of regardless of the occasion, regardless of what I'm wearing recently, but I would say, you know, this is probably quite a dressy fragrance. Like, you could wear this perfume if you're going on a night out, or if you're going on a date night, or somewhere where you want your fragrance to stand out and be noticed. I would say this would be a really good option because it's quite strong, and the fragrance itself packs a punch. And it's just wonderful. I just really, really enjoy this one. It's just an unapologetically floral, white floral perfume, and it doesn't shy away from that at all. If you're a fan of tuberose and Lang Lang, I think it's a no-brainer. You should definitely try this. I'm pretty sure you can order samples from their website. I don't know if it's one I would blind buy, just because there's something powdery in here that could almost read slightly dusty in nature, but I really like that about it. It's kind of unusual from that point of view, and there's maybe even a whisper of a vintage inspired scent profile in here as well, if that makes sense. It's kind of got this old Hollywood glamour, whimsical, like from a bygone era kind of feeling to it when I smell it, and again, I just love that about it. It makes it quite unique. But yeah, it might not be for everyone, I wouldn't say, but I really enjoy this one. I think it's gorgeous. It's very, very thick and heady, like I said. Very strong. It lasts all day on me, but it's not like too much. I don't find this fragrance too much. I just wouldn't spray too much of it. But it's a really nice perfume. I really, really enjoy this one. I do feel like from the point of view of like what season it would be suitable for, I think definitely at the moment, but also I can see this being a really gorgeous perfume to wear in springtime. Probably not the height of summer, just because of how intense that would be. But I think pretty much every season bar the height of summer you could wear this. And that one is Fleur des Fleurs from Une Nuit Nomade. And last up today, but by no means least, we have this gorgeous fragrance from Givenchy, and that one is L'Interdit Intense. I have really been enjoying this one lately. It's a really gorgeous wintry perfume. It's so like unusual and unique, particularly for a designer perfume. It's this beautiful creamy, sweet, chewy kind of vanilla sort of fragrance. So you have your black sesame note in here to give it that really interesting gourmand nature to it. You've got the tuberose, I believe you have some other white florals in here as well. You have the really prominent vanilla as well. And I think they describe it as a leathered vanilla, which kind of makes sense when you smell this because there's almost like a leathery texture to it. Very smooth and creamy, very unique, like I say. And I think I've mentioned before that this one really reminds me of a mochi. Oh, I've forgotten how you pronounce it now. Is it mochi? I think it's pronounced mochi, but that rice and sesame like chewy dessert that you can get, a black mochi dessert. This literally to me embodies that dessert in a perfume, and it's just really, oh, I just love wearing this one. It's super comforting. It's just a delicious gourmand fragrance, but it's not too gourmand, you know, it has enough other things in there to, you know, so that it definitely still smells like a perfume as opposed to an actual like food. It's not too foody. Oh my gosh, I just really like this fragrance. One perfume I've really been enjoying testing, and I've been quite tempted to buy it actually, is the L'Interdit Rouge. Not the newest one. I found that one just too sweet. It just smelled sweet to me, like I couldn't even really pick up any notes. But I can't even remember what the new one is called. But anyway, the one I really, really enjoy is L'Interdit Rouge, and I think it came out maybe a couple of years ago, or one or 2 years ago. It was the last red one, not the most recent red one. But I love that one as well. It's super nice. But I think out of all of the L'Interdits in the line, for uniqueness, I would say L'Interdit Intense would come out top for uniqueness, just because of the sesame notes in here really makes a difference, and it goes so well with the tuberose and the vanilla, and it's just a delicious fragrance. I've really been enjoying it. And that one is L'Interdit Intense. So there we have it, you guys. Thank you so much for watching. Let me know in the comments what your favourite most worn perfumes have been lately. I'd really love to know. And don't forget to like the video if you enjoyed it, and subscribe to my channel if you're interested in seeing future videos from me. And thanks so much again to Mum Silk for sponsoring the video. You can use my discount code for 15% off of your order. Thanks again for watching, and I'll see you soon on the next one. Take care, guys. Bye!